or Rob, can you mute everyone? Hello and welcome to our second PTSA meeting for Accokeek Academy. I'm Janine Henderson, your president, and looks like we have quite a few people coming out. Thank you so much. For those of you who were not at the first meeting, I'm going to go around and let you put a name with the face of your amazing board. Again, I'm Janine Henderson, the president. I have our Upper Campus Vice President, Tanisha Williams. Tanisha,
Hello.
hi.
Hello.
And we have Robert Bailey. He's our Communications Chair, all things IT.
Hello, how you doing?
And we have Kelly Witt. She's our Secretary. And we have Arnita Evans. She's the Treasurer. And Arnita is with us. She's multitasking, but she's here. And we have a new member. We have a new legislative chair, Will Campbell. Will you speak to the folks?
Hello, parents. How you guys doing? I am recently excited to join the board as the legislative chair. I look forward to working with you guys through the any issues that you may have regarding the legislative. So please let me know. I'm looking forward. I know we have some volunteers out there, people getting after a few things. So please expecting some new updates coming in the following months. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. And again, welcome everyone. If you're a member, you should have gotten a new release recently. Hi, Arnita. You want to say hello to your parents out here? Arnita Evans is our treasurer.
Good evening, everyone. How are you today? Thank you guys for coming.
Okay, if you're a member of the PTSA, you should have gotten a recent announcement for our WISE market that we have right here in Accokeek, which was very good news that when you shop, I sent out the scan bar, the code to scan. You can save it to your cell phones and have it with you whenever you're shopping. But I wanted to put that at the top of the meeting that's our local grocery store. And I know we shop there a lot. And what better way to give back to the school is just show your barcode. They'll scan it and we'll earn money just that easy for Accokeek Academy. We didn't mention that in the last meeting because we were working out the details, but it's up and running. And if you are not a member, I encourage you to join, reach out, and we can share that information with you if you have not received it yet. Okay, I'm going to move along and I'm going to turn it over to Tanisha. Tanisha is going to speak to you guys about becoming a member and some of the exciting news and events that we have coming forward. Tanisha.
Well, good evening, everyone. First of all, to become a member of the PTSA, you can go to AAPTSA.org and become a member there, or you can get to it through the Accokeek Academy page, homepage, by going to Parents and then PTSA, and that will take you to the PTSA page and go through Member Hub. Membership for parents and faculty is $15 this year. And we're going to be doing some great things. So become a member, help advocate for your children, help support the school. We've got some exciting activities we're going to talk about today, and really just be engaged with what's going on with the school and things that we can do to help make a difference for the betterment of the students and to help keep Accokeek Academy great. We've got a couple membership drives going on. The one this month is in October is the teacher membership drive. So faculty and staff that join up through October 29th, 4 p.m., they will be eligible for a gift card drawing. We'll be giving out 2 gift cards to faculty members. So make sure if you're faculty or staff that you've joined prior to October 29th at 4 p.m. and you'll be eligible there. November, we're looking at doing a parent membership drive. So look forward to hearing some more information about that. We'll be giving away gift cards for that for those parents that are members up to that point. Another benefit that I forgot to mention there with joining the PTSA for faculty and staff that we've started doing this year is a faculty funding request. So faculty and staff members can submit an application to get some funding for a program or activity or something they're trying to do within the classroom. And there's a dollar amount limit there, and the PTSA will review it and determine what type of funding we can add to help support the students. And so got some exciting things going on. Look forward to the November membership drive, and any teachers online that are not members, make sure you go ahead and join before October 29th. So.
Okay. Thank you, Tanisha. And parents, at the end of the meeting, we will open up the floor for question and answers. So maybe if you're hearing something and you have additional questions about them, as you hear them, jot down your questions and we'll try to address them and get you answers toward the end of the meeting. And I'm now going to turn it over to Kelly, and Kelly is going to talk about the most recent activities we have for October and a fundraiser that we have coming up. So Kelly, will you share with the members?
Hi, everyone. So for the fall season, I'll say, we have a trunk or treat coming up. It'll be on Saturday, October 30th from 1 to 3. It'll be held in the bus lot. And we're asking for volunteers because we don't have enough trunks between the 7 of us. So we're 6 of us. So it would be great if I asked for volunteers. I don't know if you guys got the email or text, but so we have 5 so far. We're asking for 15, so we need about 10 more. So if you're available, you don't have to dress up, but if you're feeling festive, feel free to. Asking for you guys to come, bring your trunk, we'll supply the candy and just help us, make it a fun event. We're gonna offset the cost. It's not, we're not treating this as a fundraiser, but we don't want to go in the red either. I mean, candy is expensive and this is a large school. So, and this is, let me say, this is for K through 5. So we're asking, we're charging $5 per person, just to offset the cost of the candy. So you can sign up online. You can go to AAPTSA.org to pay. And if you are interested in volunteering, you can indicate your willingness to volunteer on the website as well. And we're planning to do something for the upper campus kids in the coming months. We have to put our heads together. If you're interested in being on an event committee and you have ideas, throw them out there. That'd be great. Thanks. Back to you, Janine.
Thank you, Kelly. And you all should have received something. Did something come out for Chipotle, Kelly?
Yes, I think Arnita set that up. Chipotle okay. And Red Robin as well. So Chipotle, I don't remember the dates. I'll look at the flyer that I sent out. Arnita in her report may have that information.
Okay, all right, perfect. Sounds good. Okay, back to you, Tanisha. We're going to talk about the, I think you mentioned the PPE. And we also have the spelling bee that we need to talk about, and touch a little bit on the classroom parent, if you have an update on that.
Yep, all those we're going to cover. Once again, it's me, Tanisha Williams. I'm the upper campus VP. We have a lower campus, Lolita Walker, who's not able to join us today, but between the two of us, we try to work with programs at the school and try to make sure we're doing things that are going to benefit the students. And a couple of things we want to talk about. The first one we're really excited about is we're partnering with the school, and actually PTSA is sponsoring the school as they prepare students to compete in Spelling Bee. So yes, you probably heard of the script Spelling Bee. We know that we've got some bright, talented Accokeek Academy students, and we know that one of our students can make it all the way. So look forward to hearing more about that. We had our initial meeting yesterday to talk about it and trying to organize. So things will be coming down the pipeline and you'll hear some more information about that. So let's get ready to do this. The Accokeek Academy winner will go on to represent the school in the Prince George's County Spelling Bee. And then that winner goes on to move on to the national. So we're really excited about that. We'll look forward to hearing more information about that coming soon. Another thing we're doing is the Homeroom Parent. The school is soliciting homeroom parents to work with the teachers, and the qualifications really are just a parent, guardian willing to help, and the responsibilities: coordinate with the teacher to understand classroom needs, facilitate communication between the teacher and the other parents, serve as a hub to coordinate the exchange of information. How do you apply? Just send your child's teacher an email or Class Dojo and say, sign me up. I'd like to volunteer as a homeroom parent. And a couple avenues to do that, or either one that I did with my students class last year was we set up a group me. So the parents could opt into the group me, and those that wanted to, then we had an avenue. So if there was a field trip coming up, or somebody couldn't find the link to something, or reminders about different things, or the classroom needs this or that. So think about it. That's a good way that you can make a big impact becoming a homeroom parent. Finally, the PPE drives. PTSA is looking to sponsor some PPE drives for the school. For November, we're looking at doing white sanitizer and paper towels. So look forward to seeing some more information about that and how you can get it to the school, either dropping it off at the front office or sending it with your student. So as we know, we're still in unusual times. I don't know how long we can call them unusual. They're becoming more usual, but we're still in the times where we need the PPE, the wipes, the paper towels, gloves, sanitizer, what have you. And the school is given some at the beginning, but as we know, we're getting into a cold and flu season and what have you. So we want to make sure that we give them the weapons to help keep our kids safe. Finally, wanted to touch on, we're going to be sending something out on Uniform Renew. The school is going to be doing that again this year, and they have 2 contacts. So we'll be putting together a flyer to send the information out about that. So if you're like me, last year, you may still have some brand new uniforms that can be used if your kids are growing, and as well as some sweaters, school sweaters that your children may have outgrown. You can donate those to the school so that either someone that needs uniforms, or hey, kids have accidents during the day and sometimes need something to change into until they can, get home. So look forward to hearing about that. And those are the programs I wanted to touch on today, Janine.
Thank you, Tanisha. I appreciate it. Okay, guys, we're gonna keep it moving. Arnita, are you ready to share your treasury report with us? Okay, let me give her a second. I know she's multitasking, but she has she'll come back to us when she's ready. We'll keep it moving until Arnita, you there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Would you like to share your exciting Chipotle news and a treasury report for our members?
Okay. First, our treasury report. So currently we have $3,747 in the bank. Our expenses over the last 2 months have been for the school. We sponsored the teacher appreciation for the teachers coming back, which was $250. We did a hello to the kids for school, which was, we spent another $150. We also paid our PTA membership, our PTA insurance, which was $226 for the year. In terms of income, and our last expense actually is coming up for the Scripps spelling bee, and that amount is $175. Our income has come mainly from memberships, and so we have collected $1,083 in memberships as well. We also have Amazon Smiles, And so for this quarter, we collected $132.35 from Amazon Smiles. So that makes up kind of our expenditures and our income over the past couple of months since we've been back in school. We have 2 upcoming fundraisers where number 1 is Chipotle and Brandywine on in November the 10th, which is the day before Veterans Day. So for people that are off work for Veterans Day on the 11th, you can stop by and have dinner or pick up dinner from Chipotle, and the proceeds will go to the Accokeek Academy PTSA. We are also doing another fundraiser in December with Red Robin. Same thing, you have dinner with your families there. You know, people will be in the Christmas season, Christmas shopping. Please stop by Red Robin to have dinner. We will also make sure that we get the flyers out. You have to have the flyers when you go for your Spirit Night dinners. We will also be planning additional Spirit Night dinners after the first of the year. We typically have Chick-fil-A. We will also have a Sweet Frog Day, and we will also be looking at other opportunities to raise funds. We will have an upcoming expense that will be reported for the next meeting, which will be an expense and expenses and income as it relates to the trunk or treat. Does anyone have any questions?
Thank you so much, Arnita. I see questions being populated in the chat. So I guess we'll open up for questions if you have any for Arnita or the rest of the board. One of the first questions that have come across was about the hoodies. And I had a conversation with the board, and I received the question and concern that there were kids at the school that were wearing their hoodies, but there were also parents who were concerned that their kids had not received their hoodies. And we talked about it a little bit, and we thought maybe the kids had hoodies from the prior year, and they pulled them back out because the temperatures dropped a little bit. Because myself as a parent, I ordered one and I had not gotten one. But the hoodie orders were not sponsored by PTSA. That was done through the school. And unless anyone else have any suggestions, I recommend you call the school and ask about the orders, because I was told they were delayed. A lot of shipping and so forth, items were delayed. So it could be part of the delay, but that's the only thing I can offer now.
Ms. Henderson, Ms. Crook,
Yeah.
I can address the hoodies.
Yes.
So the hoodies that you see, they are old hoodies from last year. So we just found out from the company that the holdup has been because the small sizes are on back order. They're not in stock. So they held up our entire school order. So we have asked them to fill the rest of the order, and just we'll wait on the smalls. So that's been the issue with the hoodies.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that confirmation.
You're welcome.
And any more questions around hoodies, or that answers it? If so, put it in the chat. I'm going to move to the next question. I think, Kelly, that was for you. We had a couple mask questions. Masks were ordered, but I don't think they were received. If you can look in the chat and contact someone to see if we have any pending mask orders. And were you speaking, Karen, were you speaking of masks that was ordered from the PTSA? And if you're on mute, you can unmute yourself and speak, Karen Graham. If not,
I'm sorry, what did I didn't hear you. Oh, I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Janine, it's Karen.
How are you, dear?
I'm
You're
good.
not-
Hi. So yeah, I paid for the membership, and then I was like, saw the mask, and I was like, oh crap, I want the mask. So I ordered the mask, but I didn't get a confirmation for the mask that I ordered, but I got a confirmation for the membership that I got. So I was like, that was my question. Did you guys get it?
Okay. Kelly, did we get any?
I will check. I don't get a notification or anything when people buy masks. For some reason, the website doesn't notify me, so I'd have to go in there and I have to remember to go in there and see if anyone's ordered anything. So I will do that and I'll coordinate with you. I have the masks, so all I need to do is meet up with you, maybe pick up or drop off, and I can get it to you this
You
week.
put your
Thank
put
you.
your information in the chat to Kelly so she can, be sure she has the right email and everything when she's looking at it.
Yeah, can you put your email in that? Thanks.
Okay.
Or actually, it's probably in, she doesn't have to do that because it's personal. I can put it in, if it's, her information should be in Member Hub if she ordered.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I got you, Karen Graham, got you.
Thank you.
Okay, great. And I saw another question around the hoodies. One of them, Ms. Crook, you might can answer for them. Can they still order hoodies if they have not? Or it's too late?
Well, I would say that it's too late, but because we're still waiting for our hoodies and they just put them into production, we may be able to add some additional ones. Let me check with Mr. King because he's over that. So
Okay.
I'll send him a text message now. Okay.
Thank you so much for that. And also, again, the question with the face mask, you can order them from our PTSA website. And the way we did it initially when we took the orders for the mask, we had a meetup date where we collected all the orders. We gave you your location because of COVID and, safety and distance. We set up meeting dates and times. And the last meeting we met at the library right here in Accokeek, and we distributed the mask for a window of time during the day. But if you go to the website to answer your question, you can order a mask, and we'll coordinate with you if we're going to do a meetup spot. But if it's maybe 1 or 2 masks only, then we'll do like a personal arrangement to meet up with you to give you your purchase. And Amazon Smiles, Arnita, I think you might be the best person. I know a little bit about it. It's not much that you have to do. If you have an Amazon account, once you log on, and Arnita, correct me, once you log on, there's an option to choose your school or your location that you want your donation to go to. So you make your orders as usual on Amazon and select the school. Arnita, can you elaborate on that?
You have to go on, you have to start with smile.amazon.com and select Accokeek Academy. Once you do that, whenever you go on to order, you have to go to smile.amazon.com to order, and a portion of your order will come to the school. Overall, since we have been registered with Amazon, we have received over $700 in donations. Janine, have you talked about the WISE program? We pushed out the WISE app. We pushed out the WISE flyer. So we ask that everyone please go on and register with WISE. Again, when you shop at WISE, a portion of your shopping dollars will come to your neighborhood school.
Yes, we talked about that at the top of the hour, and they have their little barcodes they should have gotten. And if they didn't, reach out to us. But in the message, there's a barcode, and the register will scan it, and it automatically goes back to your amazing school. Okay, I see.
I'm sorry, Janine, we will be having a membership drive. I'm sorry, Tanisha, I forgot. We will be having a parent membership drive. Every parent everyone who is a member of the PTSA on November 15th will be put into a raffle to receive a $50 Thanksgiving gift card. So please, please, please make sure you tell people to register, join the PTSA so that they can receive their $50 grocery. It's a $50 grocery gift card for Thanksgiving. And if we have enough participation, we will also push it out again for December. So please, please, please let everyone know, join your Accokeek Academy PTSA.
Awesome. And on that note, would you like to continue the conversation? There's a question of what is the goal of PTSA? What is our goal? Anybody want to take that?
Our goal in terms of the money that we receive, or goals in general?
Looks like the question is just goals in general. Tanisha?
Our goals in general are to support the school and the students in every way that we can. as a part of our goal for the PTSA, we like to raise money so that when the teachers ask us for funding for their projects, we are able to provide funding. Again, last year, well, before COVID-19, we provided over 100 headsets for children that didn't have them. Right now, we are fully sponsoring the PTSA is fully sponsoring the spelling bee. So what happens is the teachers reach out to us for a variety of projects. And we look at the projects that they ask us for, and we look at them as a board, and we determine the impact of the project and whether we are going to fund it. Each of the board members has the ability to, along with either Janine or myself, to say, hey, we've been approached by the school for this project. We feel it's a good project. And the board members can ask Janine or myself for up to $250 without the full board having to approve it. That was one of our things. And so as it relates to the spelling bee that we are currently sponsoring, our vice presidents talked to the school administration. They thought that the spelling bee would have an impact for the entire student body. And so they approved it, and we are writing the check. So that is kind of what our goals are. Our goals are to be able to fully fund any activities, extracurricular activities that the school administration and the teachers ask us to support them in. And as a PTSA, we are hoping to be able to replace the sign out front. We have been told multiple times that there is, it's a little unsavory. And so we are looking to raise enough money to replace the board out front, to create a ticker, and so that we can, as opposed to you seeing our small signs, we can have a ticker, a billboard ticker that will tell you about our PTSA meetings.
Thank you, Arnita, for that. I hope that answered your question. Someone had a question about a text. Someone mentioned that we sent out a text. Would you like to speak on that? That was from, I guess you know who you are. You mentioned something about a text. Will you receive a text? We normally don't send out texts to our members. We normally have an email. We now use Member Hub, and Member Hub does offer the opportunity to send email as well as text. In the world of technology that we're in, you can almost do everything from your phone these days. So you may inadvertently get a text message reminder if you listed your number, your cell number under your membership. Any other board members want to chime in on that?
Yeah,
pretty much how it goes?
Yeah, actually, I think Janine, I think she might be talking about the one that you sent out inadvertently the other day, and if you click a button, the email that you sent will also be sent as a text, and it doesn't translate very well through a text. I've done it before, and it got cut off a few weeks ago. I sent a text, and so I can't see the question. But
it says, I heard you say earlier about a text message. Is there a group text for all PTA members?
Oh, well, yeah, you answered that, Janine. So we have the ability to make our emails, just make it a little more succinct and send it as a text, but it doesn't translate very well. So it's been what I try to do, like today, hopefully some of you or most of you got a text from me saying, with just a link to the Zoom meeting. So that's my goal going forth. Or if you're like me, you don't check your email as much as you check your text. So it may just say AAPTSA sent out an email, please check your email. But that's all. There's no group text that we just send updates. That's all.
Okay. I hope that answered your question. The next one is meeting minutes. Someone asked, will we put together a monthly form or document or some type of notes or something, which I think falls under the meeting minutes, that we're starting new or starting back again this year, where our meeting minutes, where they go out to all the members, Kelly, and in the meeting minutes, it should tell you a recap of our last meeting, which will also include the financials or the budget or our current budget. Is that the route we're taking this year? Isn't that how it goes?
Yes, so we record this so I can go back and look at it again and type up a recap. So you guys will get that in a few days. Well, it'll only go to members. It won't go to just, people who are on the call who are not members.
Right, on the contact list as members, and Member Hub tracks our members for us, and it shows us the paid members. So if you're attending the PTSA meetings and you didn't get a report, then maybe it's because you're not a member, or maybe you need to reach out to us to say, hey, I'm a member, but I'm not getting the information, and some updates or changes may need to be made. Family members, for members who join, do they have to join individually by parent and for each child? That's the next question. Do you need to add each member of our family? Do they need to add each member of their family individually?
Yes, so each member, right now we are looking at the only members you don't have to add are your children that are in K-5. Any children that are a part of the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, you will need to pay a membership for them, and we will be having a program for them starting the first part of this next school year in January. So yes, for example, if I'll use my household. My household has mom, dad, grandma, child. So that's 4 memberships. And those are 4 paid memberships because I have a middle schooler. I'm sorry. If you have mom, dad, a child in K-5, that child is a member, but you don't have to pay a membership fee for that child. Now, the reason why we are so big on memberships is because membership does have its privileges. And as we said, those members that are a part of the PTSA by November 15th, they'll be eligible for a gift card, for a $50 grocery gift card in November. Once we're able to have more in-person activities, those children that are members, their fees will be lower. Those kids will have access to varying other things that we do as a PTSA.
Thank you for that, Arnita. Okay, and we got a response about the hoodies that are on back order or delay. Let me get to that. Some came in for the grades 3 through 6 today. K through 2nd and 7th and 8th, they'll be in next week, except for the youth small sizes. And there may be another order later, and they do have a few extras for each size for sale. I hope I was clear on that, but looks like lower grades have come in today. We're still waiting on a few more K through 2nd, 7th, and 8th, and there's still a shortage of the smaller sizes, but they do have extras for each size for sale. I think I got that right. Okay. And I think we answered all the questions. Did I miss any? Anybody see any that I missed? Can you use the website for listing out all of our special projects so parents and members can see everything the PTSA is working on? Yes, I believe that is actually taking place now. Aren't we posting? Aren't we posting all of our activities and what's going on and what's new and what's coming up on our site now?
Yeah, we got upcoming events on the site. They're on the right-hand side.
Okay.
But like the student activities and stuff, the clubs, I think we're still working that out as far as the list goes.
Okay. Okay.
But all your upcoming events are listed on the right-hand side. And if we start, if we want to kind of push out some high visibility type activities, we can put them on the side as well.
Okay, and she said not events, but projects that need support, like clothing, electronic purchases, and so forth. So, Lisa, if you would like to take yourself off of mute, you can clarify what your question is. What I'm getting from you is that you're saying if there is a need or something that the parents desire at the school, is there a way to post that out on the PTSA site? Is that your question, Lisa, or would you like to chime in?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. Yeah, no, earlier in the conversation, you all have mentioned, I think it was, what was she? Arnita? I think it was Arnita. It was not Anita. I'm sorry, I'm looking for who it was, but she basically gave a rundown of what the PTSA is about. That was my question. And one of the things that was mentioned was, there was a need for headphones, and that was purchased. And there was earlier asked if we have extra clothes that our children have outgrown to donate that. So when there are very clear needs that the PTSA wants to fill for the teachers, or if they're just general teacher requests, is there a place that we can easily find that and set goals like this is how close we are to achieving it, and so that people can track it without waiting for the monthly meeting to hear about what's coming. So if parents know or members know that this is where we can go to help meet needs of teachers or administrators, we can independently and proactively do that. That was one of my questions, and the other one was about just sending out a monthly budget. If PTSA members could see that, so that we just know what those financial goals are for the month, if we're hitting those, and just how those funds that we're raising is being spent. I think that level of transparency will be awesome, and also give people more of an idea of what the financial needs are of the PTSA.
So I'll take this one. So there's a couple of things. While before we were in COVID, we can all admit that there was probably way more transparency in terms of what our financial goals were, the things that we were trying to accomplish. At this particular point now, because of COVID and all that is going on, some of the activities that we as a PTSA were our signature activities. We have not been able to put those on. We have had a couple of parents to reach out to us about for lack of a better term, a uniform swap. We have not put anything in place yet for the uniform swap because, number one, most parents can't go into the school. So we've been trying, and the school system, not just Accokeek Academy, the school system as a whole is not allowing extra people into the buildings like they used to. We do provide the treasurer report is provided at every meeting. We have not in the past, as far as I know, ever really posted our financials other than we gave a financial report and allowed everyone to see them at our general meetings. As a board, we can talk about that and how we want to put our financials out, but we are a public organization. We are a 501c3 organization. So members of the PTSA are able to ask us about financials at any given time if they need be. I'm not sure if I've answered or touched on a lot of your questions, or concerns, but hopefully if I haven't, please let me know.
Thank you.
I can put it in the meeting minutes, the treasury report. I don't know if it belongs on the website.
Yes, we do put it in the meetings, but it's not We don't post our financials on the site, no.
I
And
guess
we have
along
not set monthly goals just because it hasn't been business as usual over the last 2 years. We have done our best to support the school and the teachers as best we can over the last couple of years. But this year, we're beginning to get back into the business of being able to support the school like we used to.
I was just going to add, and if there's a need or something that you see that would be a benefit to the students, then definitely bring it up to the PTSA, bring it up at the meeting or bring it up to the board, and we'll take it on, look at it, review it, bring it to the membership and what have you. So that's
And
how
we-
a lot of the.
And we also say to parents and members, if there is something that you see, a project that you think, like Tanisha said, that needs to be addressed, we are always looking for volunteers. So I think we had a parent last time that the uniform swap has come up a number of times. There are a number of things that we have to consider in doing the uniform swap, but we are definitely looking for any volunteers who want to take on, varying projects to do. And we are definitely here as a board to support you. If those are a part of the initiatives that we have for the school, and anything that you as parents see is something the school needs, absolutely bring it to the board, touch it, reach out and touch us, volunteer to lead up that, whatever that initiative may be. And we are definitely here to support.
Yeah, and a key example of that is the spelling bee. That was brought up by a PTSA parent who'd worked with these at previous schools, and we took it to the school. The school was on board, and that parent's helping coordinate that. So helping a very integral part of it. So perfect example there.
Thank you, Arnita and Tanisha. And Lisa, you have your hand up. You have another question?
I guess there were two things, very easy. I have been on so I am a new member, by the way, so that's also why there's so many questions bubbling up with me. I did have a bit of a difficult time navigating the website, so if there's a best email, if it could be dropped in the chat for everybody, because I can definitely follow up with other questions, so I'm not monopolizing time. That's one thing. And then the second thing is, which I would just share with the members on the call, is, we at Accokeek Academy, we're based in the most rural part of the county, and we have a lot of wonderful farms out here. And one of the things that I know that other parents have complained about, I'm sorry, I think I muted myself. I'm curious if it's, let me start over real fast. We have a lot of farms here, and I know that there's a big concern that I share around access to nutritious food at the school. And if there's a way for the PTSA to get behind the administration of the school and really motivate them to maybe partner with farms in the area so that we can get more fresh vegetables and fruits at the school. Perhaps through bulk purchases, we could get it at a discounted rate. I'm not quite sure what leverage our PTSA has, but I think that would be something that a lot of parents would get behind if they knew that we had a campaign like that. We have so much fresh food being grown around us. I just think we should be able to tap into that for our students and our children.
So if I can take a lot of those partnerships and things we have talked about in the past as a board, unfortunately, as it relates to the food and stuff, that's the county. Whether we can, and that's Prince George's County Public Schools. whether we could offer farmers markets or ability for people to, you know, do different activities on Saturdays. I think, if not last year, year before last, someone mentioned the ability to offer a farmers market in the school, on the school parking lot, for people on various Saturdays or Sundays. All of those are great ideas that we would love to put into fruition. Unfortunately, while we are still in COVID, it is very hard for us to partner in those ways with some people just because of our ability to access the school's properties. But I wrote that down, so hopefully Kelly got that too. And that is something that we can reach out to the school about. It wouldn't be a part of, I don't think that, and I'm not sure, but I don't think that it would be a part of something that we could support and offer in the cafeterias, because I think that is something different. But absolutely, you know, we could look at being able to offer varying farmers markets and things like that on the school property if they would allow us.
Okay.
I share her concern. So I think, you know, maybe if we could look into it. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Or at least a day and time where we can offer those to the students or the parents to have access to for their students. But I don't think the school, like Arnita said, is county-based. I don't think we can kind of change the menu or interfere with what they're doing with the food that they serve in the school. But in addition to that, I think we can, you know, we can add to that and make it better and give them options or choices. If there's a weekly or monthly thing, you gather all your fruits and your kids can carry their lunch to school. And in their lunch, they'll have some of that, you know, fresh fruit or vegetables that we put together as a PTSA to offer.
Yes, Ms. Henderson, I think that is an awesome idea. Coming from myself, where I'm a physical trainer as well and a nutritionist, so I agree. Fruits and vegetables, fresh fruits and vegetables for the children would be awesome. But you are correct. We don't have control of the menu and what is served for lunch, but the kids do have an option for a fruit every day. Sometimes it's not a fresh fruit, it's the can, because, you know, we're looking at cost as well. But I think if you partnered and we were able to get the fresh fruit in, we could also offer that as a snack for students. So that would be wonderful.
Definitely.
Definitely. The snacking opportunity is great. And I think as a PTSA board, we have actually talked about how we could partner with the school to provide, specifically now that they are no longer doing the dinners, how we could talk to them about how can we help to give those children who may not have access to food and dinners, what can we do? You know, because that's going to be a real issue for some children.
Yes.
And some families.
Yes. And that was brought to me by another parent as well. And I let them know, you know, we're in discussion and we want to help. We want to see what we can do, but we do have limits and we do have laws and you name it. When it comes to providing food or perishable, non-perishable items, we have to be careful, but we are visiting that and having that conversation. So that's a good one. Thank you all both for that. Thanks everyone for that.
Ms. Janine, may I offer one more? Ms. Berman, if you are interested in dropping your email in the chat, you know, under the treasurer, I do the fundraising and hospitality components. Perhaps you could send me your email and we can talk about how maybe we can partner with, there's a food bank right down the street, a church that offers a food bank. There's another location, I think across 210 that offers produce giveaways on Saturdays. So maybe we can talk about how we could reach out and partner with them to do something that could support the school.
Okay, and we have a note that River Jordan Project offers that. It's in the chat. I took
Yes,
note.
ma'am. That's who I was referring to. It's River Jordan, and then there's a school, right? I mean, there's a church right before the library that needs some, at one point they were needing food items. So we can definitely reach out to them. And, you know, as a part of being a partners, maybe we can have some of our older kids volunteer. Maybe we could actually conduct a food drive for them where we're getting perishable items and things like that. So I think there is a number of things that we can do to partner with the school as well as the neighboring organizations around to do some of the things Ms. Berman recommends.
Okay,
And I
great.
did get your email, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, I have another item that came across, and the board, we talked about this briefly, about the weight that our kids carry in their backpacks to school on a daily basis, and not having access to lockers, and what can PTSA do, and so forth. And I reached out, and I did get a positive response that, you know, the rolling backpacks are not a bad idea as a whole. But it would be good if we can hear back from the parents. Is it something that they want? Is it something that they're doing? Just have a powwow conversation of the pros and cons. Because they don't have lockers, some of our kids are toting around bags that are, you know, double in size and weight, and it's a concern. But I've also been informed that they carry too much to school, that they carry things that they don't need, and that can help them a little bit if they can separate A day, B day. It might lighten the weight, that they don't have to carry around A day and B day with them every day. That might be a good solution to start with in the immediate, you know, immediately. But in the future, we were talking as a board of providing maybe Accokeek Academy rolling backpacks with the monogram or the Accokeek Academy logo on it, and offer that either as a fundraiser or just as a purchase for our kids that have those extra loads. So my thought right now that I want to put before everyone is that maybe we'll put together a survey type thing, and we'll give you options, and you share with us what you would like to see when it comes to the rolling backpack concern or the weight of the concern, or shoot us an email if you're already having concerns about the weight of the backpacks and what our kids are carrying around each day. But you can look for that to come out soon. Yeah, that was the issue. You're absolutely right. Mimi Robinson said that was the first thing that came to mind. In the past, I heard it was a tripping hazard because, you know, the kids are, you know, in the hall and they're falling all over each other and they're running and just not being appropriate. So we always thought it was yes, off the table type thing. Yes.
When you're responding to people in the chat, can you ask the question, because I can't see the chat for some reason.
Okay, great. Someone typed in that the rolling backpacks, they are a heavy load, but they were a tripping hazard. And that was one of the main reasons PTSA left it alone, because we knew that it could be a tripping hazard because kids are going to be kids, and rolling down the hall, it wasn't safe. But now it's come up again. So we're trying to figure out if it's something we can address, should address. Should we offer the rolling backpacks? We're in a different time. Should we offer them to certain grade levels only? Or can we just resolve it by cutting down what they carry each day? Because a lot of the books are online. They should have just a folder for each class and maybe a composition book or whatever book. So 2 items for each class. Can that be fixed by not carrying A day, B day every day? I don't know, but I wanted to throw that out there to you all and give you a heads up that that's something for discussion. If you have any ideas now, you can share and we'll jot them down and take them into consideration.
And Ms. Henderson, I think too, also reaching out to the classroom teacher, because at the beginning of the school year, we had the big supply list of everything you needed, but they're not needing those supplies every day. So just reaching out to the teacher to find out what they need. I actually had a little boy today and his backpack was so heavy. I said, let me see what's in your backpack. Let's take that off your back and open it up. And he had so much stuff in there. He had a pencil box that was really the weight. It felt like a weight. It had so many pencils and crayons and markers and things that he doesn't need every day. So just reach out to the teacher and find out what they need, because like you said, the books are online. Most of the assignments are done electronically through Google Classroom. I know with kindergarten through second grade, they are using the cubbies.
Okay,
So
okay.
they don't need rolling bags or anything. They're using their cubbies in their classroom.
Yes, that
Is
came
that
up.
new?
Yeah, that did come up. Yes, Kelly, that did come up too in our conversation, Ms. Crook, that due to COVID, I guess, and the social distancing, that they were not using the cubbies. So that's kind of new to us.
Yes, so what I decided to do is with the teachers, they are allowing them to go to the cubbies like one table at a time. So maybe it's one person on one side and then the other side of the cubbies. So before, you know, they could just all go to the cubbies at one time. You can have like 10 kids back there, but because of COVID and the social distancing, we're not able to do that. And I think that's the point of with the lockers. You know, you can't control that when they're out in the hallway. But with K2, the teachers kind of have a little bit more control over that. And they have them go, you know, like 2 or 3 at a time.
Oh, that's good news. That's good news. Okay, great. Okay, I don't see any more messages on that, but I wanted to put that out there and let you all know that we are having a conversation about it. And if it's anything we can safely do or offer as a PTSA, we plan to do it. But in the interim, I guess we need to talk to our kids about what all is in your bag and what is your A day, B day. Do you need all of that? How can we help you on that side? And that may alleviate some of the problems. Not sure. But that's all I have. Anything else, anyone? Okay, we have a question, Kelly. I don't know why I said Kelly, but how can I make sure the 2 memberships I sent have been received? Neither the 2 received emails for acknowledgement or info regarding anything PTA related. So someone is trying to confirm that their 2 memberships that they paid for has been received. How was it done? Thank you, Nikki. Good night. You're awesome. How was your membership done? I think that's Candy. Candy, if you want to come off of mute and speak, how did you send in your membership?
Hello. So I sent in the 2 memberships for the 2 grandparents via the paper application with cash. I sent it to the school, to the office.
Okay.
Okay. So I have not received that yet. I will try to make it a point to go to the school.
So this
and
was like
ask Ms.
actually when
Taylor.
school, this was when school.
So
first
typically,
started. This was-
okay. So typically the school does put envelopes that they receive for us in our mailbox. But again, because we haven't been able to get in the school, we haven't gotten the mail as much. I have gotten one thing of mail and I didn't see it, but I will definitely call to the front office and see if we have some mail that is in the box.
Arnita, I picked up mail Tuesday, and it
Okay.
was just some junk mail.
Which
Okay.
office? Candy,
Lower
which
campus. Lower campus.
Okay. Is Ms.
And by
Candy, is your
last
child,
Tuesday, not yesterday.
is your child in upper campus or lower campus?
I have 2 in lower and 1 in upper. So I sent it with my child that's in upper campus.
Okay, so we'll make it a point to check the upper campus this week.
Okay.
Thank you. If you put your email address in the chat, I will take it and be able to let you know if I received any money.
Okay. All right, we're at the top of the hour. Do we have? Oh, I thought someone was speaking. Do we have any more questions or concerns that we can address? Okay, well, great.
Ma'am, I would like to say this has been an amazing attendance. We have more parents here than we had at last meeting. We hope as a board that you all will continue to support us and please get more and more of our parents to come. We have over 1,700 kids at Accokeek Academy. we are looking at a minimum this year to have at least 150 members and participants at our monthly meetings. So please reach out and touch some of your fellow friends, parents, classmates, and have them to join our meeting. Thank you.
If you're interested in helping with the trunk or treat, you can email secretary@aaptsa.org or go to the website.
Thank you, Arnita. Thank you, Kelly. Any last words, Tanisha, Rob?
Nope. Just, any concerns, email someone on the board and let us know, and we'll try to address them or get them on the docket to be discussed at the next meeting. Thanks for attending.
Thank you, Tanisha. Anything from you guys, Will or Rob?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Okay, Will.
Nothing to brief out. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Okay, with that said, I will adjourn the meeting, and I thank you all so much for coming out. This was a great meeting, and we are here and we're listening. So don't hesitate. Reach out to us, put it in the top of our list so that we can show that we're here to address any concerns or anything we can do better for our children. Thank you, and everyone have a good night.
Good night. Yeah, hold on.